Fire away, folks.
Tobias, it looked like tonight you guys needed every ounce of what you had to win this game. How do you get that back 2 nights from now? You know, you're playing with your backs against the wall every. How do you summon that energy again? You know, after you give everything.
It's the playoffs. You know, it's the playoffs. So that, you know, that's what's expected on a night-to-night basis, especially when your back's against the wall, like tonight and like the next game that we'll have. And for us, it's just to, you know, come out there and play harder, play tougher, play stronger, do everything, magnify every possession that we have to get the best shot that we can. And I thought tonight we just did a great job of trusting each other out there and making the right plays and being able to, you know, really, when things didn't go our way sometime, to move on to the next play and stay with it. So we need that same type of energy, that same type of team morale as well, picking each other up out there, and just keep it rolling with the same effort.
Tobias, you've been with Tyrese his whole career up to this point. Because was there a moment along the way that you thought, this is going to be a guy who makes big shots, makes big plays in the playoffs, like anywhere you could pinpoint that light bulb went on?
I mean, I think it was his first playoff appearance that he had for us. In that, I think it was not his first, but the first time he was in the playoffs when we played Atlanta. You know, you saw like flashes of how good he can be and how he really embraces the moment. And you know, obviously with more opportunity and the basketball being in his hands more and more now, he's totally just taking that to another level. Tonight, that fourth quarter, that last minute, you know, what he was able to do was spectacular for us, and he carried us right then and there, and we were just, you know, even in overtime, you know, we were just expecting him to make every play out there for us as a group, and he did a great job of also being out there and understanding how the defense was playing him and making the right read. So, you know, it was a big time game from a big time player.
You had a lot of timely shots during this one, but you also scored the first 5 points of the game. I guess how important does it feel sort of in the moment when you can kind of set the tone that way?
Oh, it was great. I mean, I think just, you know, taking advantage of the opportunities. Coach drew up, you know, some good looks for me early on to get me going. And, you know, I think that was just big for myself and overall just getting into a rhythm, getting into a flow out there and just playing off of that type of energy. And so, yeah, that was great for me.
Was there anything that your teammates said that pushed you when you guys were behind?
Me personally, or like the whole group?
Personally.
Oh, no, just everybody coming together and really understanding that, you know, we can do this, right? And that, you know, we got to stick with it and be ready. You know, the NBA is a game of runs, and you know, we were at the Garden and had a very bad last minute of basketball before when they beat us, and here we are and was able to kind of, you know, rewrite what we wanted in that stretch that we were able to have tonight. So it was big for us.
Tobias, Coach just said that besides Tyrese's shot at the end of regulation, yours, when you guys were down 5, was the biggest shot of the game, 17-footer. What does that type of praise, how does that sound to you, and where do you get the composure to be able to perform in that type of environment in that way?
No, I think, you know, with everything and the type of, you know, stature of this type of game and what it means for the whole group is you just kind of just want to stay balanced and stay even keeled and understand that, you know, at that point we needed to get a shot up. Shot clock was running low, and was able to just get a good look off. But you know, for me personally, it's always staying balanced in the moment of it and understanding that my opportunity is going to come, and tonight was a great game of that, of being ready and staying with it, staying composed. And I think for our whole group, it's kind of the name of the game for us during the playoffs is, you know, we're going to need added efforts from different guys. Obviously, we know this team is centered around Tyrese and Joel being the focal points for our offense, but everyone else has to really complement them in different ways. And sometimes that's going out there and being the best screener, playing the best defense out there, and you know, rebounding, and you know, it's a collective effort as a whole group, and we understand that. And I thought tonight, with the way that we were able to play, like, we got great balance efforts from a lot of guys.
Tobias, you mentioned the sense of balance. I think some people would point out that it seems like at times you could assert yourself more in games. Do you feel that too? Do you hear that kind of feedback, criticism, whatever you want to call it? I understand where you're coming from when talking about balance, but I think there's a sense that there are times where you could take more shots, do more with the ball, those sorts of things.
I mean, I haven't got that feedback from the coaching staff, and I kind of go by how they project our team to play on a night-to-night basis. Every game I watch film religiously on how we play and different opportunities out there, and I could be the first to tell you that I'm not passing up opportunities. I mean, from time to time, I do make the right basketball play, and sometimes that may be turning down a shot to get somebody a better shot. And if that is criticized as not being assertive, I would just say that that's always how I play basketball with 5 guys, of getting people in the flow in the course of a game, because I understand how important just overall movement is for the team on the basketball floor. But, I mean, there are some opportunities from time to time that I see that maybe I could, but during this playoff stretch, it hasn't been like, it's like, oh my God, you're turning down 10 shots a game. No, it's like we may look at 1 or 2. Yeah, so like I say, I stay balanced and understand that night to night, different teams are going to guard us in different ways and take advantage of those opportunities.
Wise, how do you
Take
stay,
2 more, guys. 2 more.
How do you stay level when you end up on Brunson defensively quite a bit? When you have those good defense, better offense possessions where you make tough shots, like how do you not then step out of your comfort zone and like lunge or jump and shot fakes, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, for him, he's such a crafty guy and can get to the free throw line. And you know, he baits you to jump certain times and you know, hit you a few times to kind of get you off balance. But I've kind of understood that if he's going to shoot a pull-up 2 and it's contested, like, you know, a good contest, and I'm kind of going to live with those. It's you know, not allowing him to get good looks at pull-up 3s and, you know, straight line drives to the basket. But he's a very crafty player, very good and shifty with all his moves, and he's a tough cover for sure, especially having low center of gravity. But for me, it's just to stay solid. If he makes a few, you know, you got, you know, if your hand is up and it's a good contest, and you just kind of got to live with it. He's that good of a player.
Joel's defense.
We'll do 2 more. You go, Adam, go first, then you can close this, okay?
Joel's defense tonight, particularly in overtime, even though he was struggling offensively, it seemed like he came up with a lot of crucial stops. As someone who spends a lot of time on the perimeter and has guarded Brunson a lot, how, I guess, I don't know if comforting is the right word, but maybe how comforting is it for you to know that you have such a, you know, stout guy guarding the rim?
Yeah, we know, I mean, with our defensive game plan and how we're trying to play it, we know that pick and roll, we're kind of just leaving that at 2-on-2 and you know, living with the result of it. You know, Joe's one of the best defenders in the league at his position, and is able to protect the rim. And on a lot of pick and rolls that they're doing, you know, we're keeping him back and just being at the rim to kind of funnel those guys to challenge him there. So he's done a great job of that, and that was huge for us in that overtime, like last 3 minutes.
As you said, Joel is really the focal point of your offense. How does it change your approach when he's sort of laboring like he was tonight with his injuries?
Just to stay ready and see different looks out there. I think, you know, he's battling with everything. And, you know, I thought that as a group, we got to do a better job of presenting ourselves when he's getting double teamed and whatnot. And we'll watch film on that and figure out ways and spacing all the way around the floor. But for us, it's just to make his life easier out there so he can get to some of those isolations and go score. But overall, I thought he just did a good job of just staying with it tonight. That was the biggest thing. Not the greatest night offensively, but it's the playoffs, and if you can contribute to helping your team win, that's all that matters.
Thanks, Tobias.